I felt like other students with more experience had the advantage. Welcome to law school.
This class was a lot to process. I'm sure it was, for you.
Your exam was unnecessarily dense and confusing. No need to have a prompt with 10 plus characters. Sometimes in the law, there are 10 plus characters. Perhaps it is you who is dense and confused.
He seems excited to teach, but I wish he actually taught the course material. Well, based on your final exam, I wish you learned the course material.
Dean Morrison is too smart to be teaching this course. That doesn't sound like a bad review to me.
Often this class feels like it is being taught through a fire hose. You know, Snowflake, I often felt like I was teaching to a fire hose.
Professor Young, you were the highlight of my semester, and I hope that you stay at GW for a while. And I would...
I'm sorry, that sounds like a pretty great review. We were hoping to have you read bad ones. Like, you said you had some mean reviews.
Yeah, you were the highlight of my semester. A semester's like 15 weeks.
We would often go overtime, miss breaks, or have one student go on for too long because Professor Kohn did not interrupt and get the class back on track. So I took this very seriously, and I want to make it clear I have changed my teaching methodology, and now I routinely interrupt students.
I often left feeling like I learned nothing from going to class, and I could have better spent my time working on the writing assignments. And I could have better spent my time earning 6 figures at a law firm. So I guess we're both even.
I struggled to pay attention because it felt like so much material being thrown at us and not much thinking was done. I agree, not much thinking was done.
Would maybe make more of an effort to get to know us either through one-on-ones or just virtual happy hours. You're all intolerable enough when you're sober.
Very interesting but complicated class. It's the FedSoc Gunner World Series though. Unless you love the topic, make it pass-fail. Gavoor is very good at lecturing. I'll tell you what, there's plenty of ACS and ACLU students in there, but my question is, who won the FedSoc World Series?
Sometimes it was hard to find things in the drive or even know what was available in terms of resources. Honey, I can't even find the most recent tab I opened on my laptop. Cut me some slack.
The professor is quite to the right, which can be a surprise, but hey, it's military justice. Just don't be surprised. If you mean by right that everyone else is wrong, then you betcha I'm right.
She is approachable, always receptive to feedback, and an incredibly effective professor.
No, I'm sorry.
It's just like it could be better, you know?
Maybe more guest speakers? Oh, that's such a kind way, I guess, of saying that you want less of me? Ouch.
She is a funny and engaging professor, but I have no idea what to expect for the final. That sounds like a you problem.
I know that Professor Kohn is very busy, but her frequent schedule changes make it difficult to engage with her supervision. Like you said, I am very busy. Next!
One time, Professor Abramowicz did not recognize a reference to the sound of music I made after he had made one himself. Unacceptable. Well, you're not in my class anymore, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night.
Professor Morrison would trail off or mumble, and it would be hard to follow. Well, yes, I mumble sometimes into my left shoulder, but doesn't my left shoulder have a right to an education too?
This class has a lot of reading for a 2-hour course and should be 3 hours. Look, it's only a lot of reading if you do the reading.
Look, that sounds like a really glowing review. Like, do you have any bad ones?
Yeah, I brought them. I mean, okay, this one, Professor Young is the ideal law school professor. I have no constructive criticism, because like if they don't have any criticism, then like maybe I didn't teach them to be critical. You know what I mean?
All right, I give up.
Okay. Do I just keep reading I wish every professor had your charisma, patience, attention.